sage you, sends you love, light, healing, and I remove any negative energy that may be lingering in your space. May this video that you're watching and consuming bring love and light and healing to you. You're watching this for a reason, and I just want to say thank you, and I love you. Thank you for coming back and seeing how things are. I just wanted to check in with you, and today is a very important day because I'm actually in the process of, I'm actually in the process of releasing a lot of things today, a lot of things that don't serve any good in my life. If you see me looking around like crazy, it's because there's a million little tiny ants all over this tree log that I have my camera sitting on. I don't have a tripod, so I'm just winging it. Nature is my tripod. This log is my tripod. So I just wanted to have a little ceremony with y'all. I got my Californian desert sage, and I was talking about this to one of my friends the other day. It's very important to know where your sage is being sourced from. On an astrological level, when you look into astrocartography, which is line work, I'm sorry, I'm right by a highway, so I know it's probably really loud, but it is what it is, you know? We're gonna shift our awareness to gratitude. But anyways, looking at astrocartography, you can know what energy points on the planet are most beneficial for you and your spiritual path. I call them like little spiritual hotspots where you can go and thrive the most. It's important to know where you're getting your sage and stuff like that from, because you don't want something that's from like a toxic land or something that's heavily manufactured, pollution. You just don't want that kind of energy that you're burning. You're literally burning in your sacred space. Starlight, moonlight, and sunlight, that's really all that this sage has seen. So yeah, I'm going to burn this sage, and I'm going to read a couple of things that I wrote in my journal, and I would write one word or one sentence and then rip it up and throw it into a bowl, because I'm going to burn these things and release them. And then once I'm done burning these things, I'm going to dump the ashes into the river back here, into some flowing energy, and give it back to Mother Gaia. I hope y'all have had a good month. I think it's been about a month, or maybe even a little over a month, since I have last uploaded. I've been in the midst of some personal changes, some career changes, life changes. I'm going to be moving into my vehicle temporarily very soon, just to get out of the toxic situation where I'm living. Don't ever live on site. Take it from me. Don't live on site for your job. Work and home life should be like separated. Should never live at work. I mean, it's different if you have your own business, but even then it's important and sacred to have a designated workspace. That way you're not blending the two. That's what I've found. So while this sits here and chills, the last pack of cigarettes that I'm ever going to be buying, including the Lucky cigarette, I'm just going to burn these because I don't want to throw them in a river. I don't want to give them away to somebody and pass on a toxic habit. So I'm just going to burn these along with the negative, toxic, unhealthy things that I've been holding inside of me. Prime example. Let me just read some of these for you so you can see. I'm releasing my toxic views in relationship with sex and sexual energy. It's been a very complicated journey for me sexually for a long time. I'm looking at a little ant that's trying to climb on my camera lens. I'm releasing being afraid of what could happen, being afraid of what's to come, you know. I'm releasing discouragement. I'm releasing low energy and exhaustion. I'm releasing endless battle of inner feelings. I just have a bunch of these in a bowl, and what I'm going to do is actually light them all up. Light them up, light them up. I have my spruce evergreen tea light candle And I wanted to do all of this in a bowl so it's contained and so it's not like, ooh, you're damaging the environment. Like, I know what I'm doing. So with this being lit, I call upon my archangels, my guides, my higher self, my creator. I release all of these things that no longer serve me. I release the cigarettes. I release the energy of feeling like I don't know if I'm gonna make it or not. You know, I release all of that. I know within my heart and soul and being, my entire state of consciousness, I know that everything I turn my hand to is a success. And I know that success follows me everywhere that I go. I attract love, abundance, wealth, of health, finance, security, stability. By the way, tune into one of my previous videos talking about stability. Stability doesn't mean what's over your head or what you have. Stability is in here and in here and in your auric field. Stability is a state of being. It's a state of consciousness. So, but without further ado, I release these things and I'm going to start lighting them up. I am burning these things. That's my journal and my blunt right there. I have an after ceremony blunt to kind of just ground and reconnect with nature. And yeah, I'm feeling really good about this this toxic mess that's been dwelling inside of me for so long. I mean, for years. I've just been holding on to it, you know. I've also been wondering how I'm gonna make it. You know, if I decide to change my path or go wherever my abundance takes me, I'm releasing the wondering of the what ifs. You know, how am I gonna do it? Or blah 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 blah. Don't worry about that. Be here now. You're not even in that moment yet. You're literally right here. You are exactly divinely where you're supposed to be, which is wherever you are watching this video. You know, I'm quitting my job, my daytime job of being a property manager. It's so toxic and unhealthy, and you know, I can make a whole separate video for that. But yeah, this is one of the greatest feelings in the world of liberation and freedom. Sorry, I'm just keeping track of my little fire going, but realizing that, you know what, I don't have to have any kind of job that holds me down. If it's not serving purpose, bringing joy to me, that part, bringing joy, that's so important to your success. If you're not happy doing what you're doing, how the hell are you ever going to be successful? Success comes from passion. If I'm coming across a little sharp or dry or black and white, the moon is currently in Aquarius, and it was previously in Capricorn, and I just, girl, gender neutral girl, by the way. Whenever I say girl or things like that, or dude, I'm being gender neutral, just so y'all know. I don't identify as anything. I identify as just me, Sundance. I'm just a being of love and light, you know. Yeah, the moon is currently in Aquarius, so that's like not beating around the bush, calling bullshit out whenever you see it. Yeah, so unfiltered, basically. Can we also just take a moment to appreciate this purple dead nettle? It is totally edible, so you can eat that all you want. It's a good anti-inflammatory, antifungal, antibacterial, antimicrobial, basically anti-everything that ain't good for you. I got my little handy dandy mirror because, you know, I have a 10 or 11-year-old camera. It's not even wanting to focus. There we go. It doesn't have a screen that flips back, so I have to use a mirror behind the camera so that I can watch it. There's gonna be a new piece of equipment coming soon. I literally invested in a MacBook Pro yesterday, brand new, with the Apple M1 chip, for all my little techies out there like me. I really thought about it. I've been thinking about it for a couple of months now, and I just decided that it was time for me to start continuing my journey of working for myself, creating content for the universe and for y'all, and you know, working on my clothing brand. And there's just so many endless opportunities that you can do with the laptop. So now that I have that, I'll be getting a camera soon, a new camera, one that I can flip the screen and see myself to make sure that I'm still recording and not talking for 20 minutes after my camera dies and I have no idea. No, but for real, that happened to me a couple of times, and it's okay. I wasn't meant to have that footage. Make sure I'm still recording right now. I have 30 seconds left. I can only record 20-minute videos for some reason. I'm not sure about that either, but it's okay. It is what it is. But yeah, I love you so much, so much. Thank you for being you. Thank you for loving me. I love you so much. Namaste.